You bastard!
Son of a bitch!
Remember what that
Man, I just got debated hard with that. I was just about to hit start game. I was on software update. I'm just like, oh my god. Really? Well, here we go again. Why does Nintendo troll like this? The Switch is like, I log in here, I'm looking at this shit, and it's like, oh no, everything's fine. Start to try to play a game. Oh, sorry, software update. Go fuck yourself. Oy. So first time I try to start this software, by the way. Never played this game before, this collection. I have no idea what to expect. What the fuck? Wait, what was that? Capcom values diversity and what? I'm gonna have to pause. I'm gonna have to pause the VOD and go look at that again. That went by kind of fast. I should have screenshotted that. Alright, fuck it. At this point, I'll just bring my webcam in. Still set to FF14 though, so I gotta like unlock it. Move. Well, I don't know where I'm gonna place it yet, but I know I'm probably gonna have to have a little smaller than this. See if I remember. What I remember from the Mega Man Battle Network games is your health is on the top left. In battle, your chip folder comes out from the left side. Enemies are on the right. Takes up most of the screen, so I'm gonna have to make my camera smaller, but I think the best place for it was gonna be the top right. Up here. And I already know it's probably gonna need to be smaller than this, so I'll just go ahead and make it smaller. We'll start with that, and if I need to make it smaller, then I will. Now fuck your privacy policy. Oh shit! The music! Mega Man Battle Network Legacy Collection Volume 1. Dude, the first three Mega Man Battle Networks have such a banger-ass soundtrack. It looks like the volume's about the same as the Mega Man 0 ZX X Legacy Collections and all that, so I don't have to adjust the audio settings on my Streamlabs. Right in the yellow, that perfect sweet spot. Good. This is a very modernized, like, techno-sounding version of the main theme song. Kinda cool, but it doesn't beat the original song, which you'll hear in a minute when we start the game. Alright, projector, where is it? Where's the option for the projector mode or whatever? Dude, Streamlabs OBS has actually been giving me some shit lately. Hold on. Like, there's legit, there has legit just been times where it's just like, it just does dumb shit. Yeah, why is it available over here? Like right now, I'm right-clicking console for my capture card, basically, source, and it doesn't. The option for projector doesn't appear like it used to every single time without fail when I was playing through the Mega Man ZX series. But when I switch scenes, which I'm not transitioning, like just on my little studio mode editor, I get the option only with other sources, but not with the console. Like, what the fuck? Look here, if I switch to desktop. The projector option is right fucking there. Create source projector. Why isn't it available when I'm on this scene though? I mean, luckily it worked anyway. I can see the game on my PC monitor now, so it's fine. But like, this is weird. Like, I don't know. I don't remember updating Streamlabs OBS recently either, so I don't know what the hell broke it. But sometimes it's being inconsistent as hell now. There are just times where like I'll right-click something, expecting certain options to pop up, and they just don't. And then if I switch scenes and come back and I right-click the option exactly the same way again without changing anything, not doing anything differently, it'll be like, oh, it's there now. Like, what? Why are you not being consistent when I right-click something? Why is it only sometimes the options show up and sometimes it doesn't? It's like, never had problems with Streamlabs OBS before. Not at that level. Like, tech issues like that, never been a thing before. But apparently now they are. Why? Because reasons, I guess. I don't fucking know. It's frustrating because if it keeps up in the long run, it's gonna slow down streams quite a bit. Unless I can like figure out consistent workarounds. But anyway, and you know the frustrating thing is that there's no explanation for it. It's just like one day I right-clicked it, there was no options. Left and came back, right-clicked it again, and there it was. Like the computer's just like, okay, you can have your options this time, but not this time. This time, but not this time. But I'm never gonna tell you when. Computers aren't supposed to work that way. They're supposed to be consistent, but whatever. Alright, well, let's get going. At least I can see now.
Hey there, I'm Mega Man. I'll be your Navi while you play. Let's do this thing.
Why'd they have to voice him? Jesus Christ, he sounds horrible. That is not what I pictured Mega Man sounding like in this series, by the way. They could have just not voiced him. So this is a special, like, version of Mega Man that appears just on the menu where you choose which game you're gonna play. I heard about this when I pre-ordered the game, like, I don't remember how long ago it was that they announced it, but it was a long time ago. So this first half of the collection has Mega Man Battle Network 1, 2, and 3. The best ones, in my opinion. I think for this one you can choose the version. Yeah, there's the blue ones in the background. So you can choose between white and blue. I'll be playing the blue version. Because I remember from back in the day when I played it with my brother, he had the white version, I had the blue one. We noticed that the blue one had an extra boss fight, and the white version had nothing. I'll have to look it up to see what the actual differences between the versions are, but as far as I know, the white one literally just has less content for no reason and costs the same money, the same amount. It was like, what? So why would you scam yourself getting that one? Why would you scam yourself out of content by getting the white version? Like, there needs to be a trade-off, not just, oh, it has less content. You bought the wrong one. Haha. But yeah, I'll look that up later. Display language, Mega Man voice, English, okay. Here we go, button config. Options, okay. Subscreen, don't know what that is. Set regular chip. DR, Mega Man Battle Network 2 and 3. Navi Customizer. Comp. Code. What the hell is it even saying to me right now? I know what it's referring to, but I don't know what it's saying that button does for that. R is to jack in and out, okay. Search and confirm is A, B is sprint or cancel. Set regular chips is also with ZL. And, okay, it does the same thing as ZR. They do the same thing, yeah. Chat with Mega Man or LAN with L. Yeah, that's how it was on the original Game Boy too. Okay. The controls are pretty one-to-one because all these buttons, like not all these buttons in particular, but all the buttons that were available on the Game Boy Advance are available on the Switch. So, you know, LR, AB, YX, they were all there, so they were able to do it one-to-one. That's always the best. Display settings, screen layout large, filter on. Wait, what is the filter? Maybe it's a vague, they're not even explaining it this time around, but it's probably the same kind of filter as, oops, what was the default? I didn't pay attention. I thought is there actually no button to just reset the settings? Really? Okay, well, we'll start with largest, I guess, and then we'll see. I think it was on large, though. Yeah, let's start with large. Border settings. Yeah, so these are very similar settings to the ones we've seen for the other Mega Man Legacy collections, for sure. But they're not explained well at all here. It's just like, at least the previous Mega Man Legacy collections actually told you, oh, this is going to do this, and it would show you like a preview. Now it's just like, it's is the game just looks at you like, figure it out. Full. 3. Oh, there we go. So that's how you do it. Yeah, max it out, dude. Max out that background music and sound effects. Let's go. I'll adjust my own mic accordingly, rather than the other way around. Mega Man skin. Okay, this only affects the Mega Man, the 3D Mega Man with the stupid voice that we see in this menu before choosing a game. This does not affect in-game. There's a hub style, and I think there's one more that's only for the second collection, but these are basically pre-order skins because I pre-ordered the game a long time ago. We'll leave it normal. I feel like the hub style one is kind of a spoiler. I'm curious to know what it's gonna look like, but it probably will be, so I'll just leave it. Okay, so normal skin, max volume for BGM and sound effects. Screen filter is on to make it less blurry, I'm assuming, but the game's not telling me. It's just kind of looking at me like, figure it out. Button configuration looks perfectly fine, no need to mess with it. I'll check the other types anyway, but it's literally like, it literally only changes A and B and swaps it with like Y. Oh, I can see why you would want to do, actually yeah, good thing I did check. I'd rather have type 3 then. Actually no, I wish there was a type 4 where I had Y as search and confirm and then B as sprint. Yeah, that's... What the hell, man? They just had to do one... Field screen, custom screen, and battle action. Yeah, but like... Okay, this alone means I'm gonna use type 3. It's gonna be a little clunky, but it's more intuitive for me to use the Buster, the Mega Buster, using Y. So this sells it already, yeah. The battle action settings, yeah. But using Battle Chip with B is gonna feel fucking weird. I would rather that have stayed on A. But they don't let you customize it for some fucking reason. Printing with Y is also gonna be fucking weird. Ugh. Confirming things with B. This is gonna feel jank. They really should have just let us customize it ourselves. Like I wanna shoot with Y because that's what's most intuitive for me. I don't wanna shoot with B. Or A. Dude, these control schemes suck. And some of them only suck just because you can't change one button on them because they don't let you fully customize it. They're all jank. It's gonna take a while to get used to that. I'm gonna go with largest. Just gonna assume that takes up the whole screen, which is what I want. What's silent mode? Still hear the music playing. Disable silent mode. What the fuck does that even do? L for Mega Man.
You can connect with a net battler on the other side of the planet whenever you want. Cyber Society sure is something.
Yeah.
So, been getting into any new hobbies lately?
Oh, I see. He's simulating what Mega Man does when you talk to him.
Cool. You think I could do it too?
Why did he take so... I thought he was done talking. Why did he take so long to say his follow-up right there? Like, what the fuck was that? Maybe they actually expected whoever was playing to actually respond to his question.
Who called quiz? Who called quiz? It's quiz time! Come Come on and do it. Cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha.
I have to switch this fool's voice to Japanese just because it sounds so fucking stupid like this. Let's just start the game before I regret this. This is what I was looking for in the settings though. Buster Max off. A mode with enhanced Mega Buster attack power. I thought you could maybe change this in game. Maybe we can, but in case not, I'll turn it on now. Because that's the only way we're gonna make it through these games. I haven't really got into it too much, but these games are not easy. So they're offering like a bit of a handicap easy mode, just like with the previous Mega Man games. I'm taking it. Because it's a very different combat style from all the previous Mega Man games, but it's no easier. These games are no easier than all the previous games we've played. So I'd say they're on par in difficulty with Mega Man Zero. So you can return to the main menu at any time. Press minus to bring up the in-game options. Okay.
Come on. All right, let's go.
Hey, Mega Man. Now there's the true title screen music. Haven't heard this in ages. I'm lying my ass off. I listen to the soundtrack all the time on YouTube. Well, I know it's a good soundtrack. Okay, so now that we're here. Oh good, they do let you change while in game. Now we can test this. Okay, what does this look like? Oh, alright. So this is how I can show off the wallpapers now. Cool. As far as I know, sitting on the idle on the title screen for these games does not cause any kind of like... There's nothing will happen, it's just gonna keep looping this music now. So here's the wallpaper for this game, I guess. I don't think it's organized by games anymore. I think there's just a bunch to choose from, so I'm just gonna probably show them all right now. Are there any spoilers on any of them? Yes. Yeah, some of the wallpapers have some spoilers. So I'll just not show them until we're at least past like a third game, I think. Yeah. I'll wait till we're past the third game, or about to start the third game to show the wallpapers, because some of the wallpapers are a little spoilerish for the first two games. By the time we're on the third, it's like you've seen everything that the wallpapers can show you, like it's not a spoiler anymore. If that makes any sense. Alright, well, largest, still doesn't explain what the filter is, but yeah, I'm keeping it on because I'm assuming it just smooths out the graphics. Streamlabs OBS. Let me double check this again. It does have 3 by default, right? Let me check my TV volume. No, yeah. I think if I want it to be the same volume as the previous Mega Man games, it has to be max. Yeah. Like that. Okay, cool. I think we're good. Large is on. Type 3. Yep. So as far as I know, the Buster Max mode makes you do like 100 points of damage per Buster shot, which is a lot in this game. And it's basically enough damage to make it through the entire game without using a single battle chip. Or should be anyway, I think. Just looking at my webcam size, I'll decrease it just a tiny bit more. So I can see the TM. Okay, we're good. I can see the trademark. Alright, hopefully that's enough to not block anything important. Oh, right. I was like staring at it, I was like, something's missing. Right. I don't like to play with the background because it's distracting. So I'm gonna change it to pitch black. Like that. There we go. Alright, let's do it. press start again? Alright. That's actually hella fucking loud. Never mind. Jesus Christ. That is much louder than I thought it would be. Okay, let's just leave it at default. I'll check the stream after to see if it's too quiet at level 3, but holy crap. Once I hit start, that was loud as fuck. That was hella loud. Okay. Lan, wake up! If you don't get up, you'll be late for school. I'll explain what this game and this whole franchise is about after we get past like the first few introductory scenes. It kind of explains itself. So. PET Net News. World 3 crime on the rise. I don't know who told me, but a long time ago they said that you actually pronounce that as World 3 for some reason. Might have come from the anime that came out after a while of this game. It says the World 3 plan to control the net might be starting. Ugh. Sleep. You've got mail from Dad, too. Look. Sorry I couldn't get off work Sunday. I'll be home soon. Here's a present for you, it says. There's some battle chip data attached. Ooh. I was just having a great dream, too. I'll expand the chip data, so check your PET later, okay? Okay, level 3 looks hella quiet. Or at least the music. But Max sounds way too loud, so I guess we're gonna have to compromise with sound level 4. Try that, cause yeah. Cause it hard went into the red on Streamlabs OBS. Like when I had it at Max, I was like, oh shit, that's blowing out some poor dude's eardrums right now. And I heard it through my TV, it was fucking loud when I hit start game, so I was like, Jesus! Lan has hidden some test answers in this bookshelf. Hope that mom doesn't find it. Okay, so this being run is actually not too bad. Except the, oh, it speeds past the text though, so I gotta make sure to let go of the run button. That's good for speedrunners though. Okay. It's still a little early to go to bed. That's not your PET. No, but it's my PC, man. I wanna hop on and play some FF14. Lan got his PET. Press plus to see chip data and read mail. Lan got an AI navigation program. Megaman.exe. Lan, good morning. Morning, Megaman. If you need to talk to me, just push L. Just like on the main menu. Okay, let's get to school. Lan, check your mail again. Hurry, let's get to school. So if you talk to him, he basically gives you a hint on where you should go and what you should be doing. Because this is a full-on JRPG in the sense, and kind of old school in the sense that there's not always a clear direction on where to go. You kind of sometimes have to wander around and figure it out. Which, when I first get stuck like that, I will just look up a game fact. Fuck it. I don't want to be stuck here forever. But for now, I'll try to get by with just the hints. I think for the first stream, it should be fine. The beginning of the game is linear enough. Check your shit though. A folder. These are your battle chips. They'll explain how these work later, so I'm not gonna bother saying anything now. Your sack. Your sack is excess battle chips go there. Folder are the ones that are active and that you can use at any time in battle. You have to swap them out because there's a limit to how many you can have equipped at a time. I'm getting used to the controls. Having Y as the cancel button is not ideal. And B as the confirm is just... this is jank. Library, I think, is just... This is like kind of like the Pokedex, if you think of it as a Pokemon game. It records all battle chips you've encountered, even if whether you still have them in your possession or not. That's all this is. So if you want 100% the game, 100% the Pokedex, the library in this case, there you go. Here's Mega Man's stats. This is my status. Megaman.exe, level 1, armor does nothing. attack, rapid, and charge are level 1. HP is at 100. X is to download chip. What is this? Base. Grants you base F. Can only be used once. What the fuck is this? Was this a pre-order bonus that I didn't know about? This can only be used once. Does that mean if I download it now, I'll only have it for this game? I don't get how that works. Use them if you got them. You got a trophy. Successfully loaded download chip. Where did that go? Oh yeah, you can just keep re-downloading it. I'm guessing it means only once per game, or save file, for whatever game you're playing. What? Okay, so where does that go? Is that in... Explodes on entire area, does 200 points of damage. Okay, so as if the Buster Max wasn't enough, if you still need more help getting through the game, just use this and nuke everything, basically. I gotta try this now. Oh my god, we haven't even done the tutorial though. I should wait until after we get to the combat tutorial, so it makes more sense. Do I have a free slot though? Escape from most enemies. I forgot you needed a battle chip in the first game for that. Yeah, I better not mess with this right now because I think the tutorial depends on you keeping this default folder layout for now. So we'll just leave it. But that's cool. You can start any of the 3 games with a fucking nuke that you can only use once, apparently. Mail. Looks like you got new mail. By the way, that I just realized by that chip already. Never mind. Looks like you got new mail. Net News World 3 Crime. I think you've read this out loud already. World 3 Crime on the rise. World 3's plan to control the net might be starting. Yeah. And then the dad one, he also already read. And now we can actually see a portrait of Dad. Okay, my webcam isn't blocking anything. Sorry I couldn't get off work Sunday. I'll be home soon. Here's a present for you. Use it well. Lang got a chip for Crossgun C. Again, we gotta get to the tutorial so that any of this makes sense. The items will go here. This is a lot like a Pokemon game. Lance Terminal program Megaman.exe is installed. I'll explain what PET stands for. For now, you can just say PET. Network is for when you wanted to link up your Game Boy Advance to somebody else's and play multiplayer, which was basically just versus. It was like literally like a Pokemon battle. That's it. It was just a 1v1. There was no online functionality until the Nintendo DS came out. I don't know if they retroactively added online functionality for Mega Man Battle Network like 5 and 6. Somebody told me they did. Or when the Nintendo DS came out with the Nintendo Wi-Fi. But as far as I know, the Game Boy Advance never did have online functionality, and so Mega Man Battle Network 1 through 6, the entire Battle Network series, did not have online functionality as a result of that. But they still call it Network because this whole franchise, I'm getting ahead of myself right now, but this whole franchise revolves around the internet, so the story, the plot, everything. But now, with this remaster and this whole collection, they actually do let you play online. Please select a region to use network features. You can change regions at any time via network settings. It's a ranked match system. Rank E. Victories are rank up 10. Battle record 0 wins, 0 losses. Longest win streak 0. Battle chip 32 chips. Worldwide, Japan, America, Europe, Asia, and Oceania. Select a region for online battles and trading. You may only battle or trade with players who have selected the same region. Well, there you go. Now this game has online functionality with this remaster. Trade or battle. Dual other than that battle list, yeah. Cool. That's kind of cool that they actually went out of their way to not just remaster the games, but actually add proper online functionality for fanatics who want to actually, you know, maybe run tournaments with their friends online. Like, I can see discords of this remastered Battle Network collection being a thing where people are, like, battling it out and having little tournaments. Even though I think at this point the Battle Network series has a very small and niche following, it's still big enough that I think there's definitely a scene for this, especially because this just came out this year, you know, this collection. So I bet, yeah, there's discords out there for this, I bet. People trading and battling. Not to mention, I just realized trading, you can use that to as an exploit too. Have a friend who's already at the end of the game with like awesome battle chips, just trade you a bunch of strong ones when you're like starting out like me right now, and just blaze through the fucking game. But why would you go through all that trouble when you can just turn on Buster Max mode like I just did and destroy everything anyway, right? Kind of pointless. That would have helped back then. Oh yeah, so you can save whenever you want, again, just like Pokemon. There's no save points, you just pull this up, and then you do this. It shows your stats before you save too. Only one save file though. No backup saves, so don't fuck up. Luckily though, the game is designed around that. As far as I know, there's nothing that's permanently missable. If it is, well you kinda fucked, because you can't make backup saves. You'll have to start the game over if you did miss something that's unobtainable afterwards. Your PC. If you jack in here, you can send Mega Man into the net. Now we're getting into the whole premise of this entire series, by the way. Again, I'll keep my mouth shut till the game explains itself, so. Mom loves to collect all of these plates. Doggy? This panel controls all of the electric items in the house. This TV is too old to have a jack-in port. A very attractive stand, chosen of course by Mom. I see food. Can I eat? Lan eats a hurried breakfast. Yum! Lan found the chip under the plate. Lan got a chip for Recovery 10A. Eat your breakfast, kids. Never know. Good morning, Lan. Morning, Mom. Breakfast is on the table. You have time to eat? Sure. The pies that Mom makes in this oven are the best. The refrigerator is filled with food. Anything else, Mom? No, I'll be late. What? Late to what? Where are you going? Oh, a simple touch like this vase really cheers the place up. That's true. Okay, I guess we're off to school. Oh, shit!
Surprise, motherfucker!
Lan, you're late! Uh-oh. Mail looks grumpy. No one asked you to wait for me. Did you just say something? Come on, let's go.
Son of a...
That was her way of saying that. Why do we always have to walk to school together? What do you think? Silly, because we've always got so much to talk about. He means she's got a lot to talk about. You just listen. Quiet! Alright, already. Have you heard about the oven accidents? People's ovens have been spitting fire all of a sudden. I bet it's another World 3 virus on the loose. You're just imagining things. Maybe. Well, here we are. Let's get to class. I was gonna comment something, but I remembered at the last second. I can't believe I remember anything about these games. I haven't played them since they came out in the 2000s. But I remembered that was gonna be auto-scrolling, so I was like, wait, I gotta read this out or I'm gonna miss it. Now what the hell is I gonna comment? Oh, that they're doing a good job of establishing characters and character relationships very early, aren't they? But my comment was obviously, you know, about why do you think she wants to walk to school with you? Because she obviously likes you. Morning, Lan. Dex was looking for you. He's too big to be in elementary school, you know? Scary. Where the hell's the rest of your eyes, man? Okay, he's repeating himself. It's a JRPG, so there's gonna be a lot of reading. It's FF14 all over again, but at least it's simple English. It's not like hearing Urianger speak. The blackboard is covered with nicks and graffiti. Okay. The teacher's desk. There's no chair. This classroom and their desks with their little computer monitors, the specific computer panel monitors that you see on these, this really reminds me of the classroom in FF8 a little bit. Which I like that touch back then, of course. Because, you know, FF8 still is one of my favorite FFs, so I like how this class is slightly reminiscent of it, for me anyway. And it starts very much the same way, that game. You start off in a fucking classroom. Well, technically the nurse's office and then a classroom, but still. These books are all by Miss Marie's favorite author, Dr. Yasu's Guide to Virus Busting. That's interesting. You wish to ask moi, Madame Yai herself, about PET? Sure, I don't even know who you are, but yeah, sure. Curiosity is a virtue. Okay, listen up good. PET is short for Personal Terminal. It's a portable link to the net, you see? Kind of like a cell phone that does a whole lot more. This is back in the days when cell phones here in the US sucked ass, but the cell phones in Japan were actually kind of like our smartphones today. They were years ahead of us. And so this is adding more to it, saying it's a cell phone that can do already a lot, but in this fictional universe they can do even more, like actually connect into the internet, like she said, in a unique way that's not the same as like how you would picture it now. Again, this will be revealed pretty soon. And she might explain a little bit of it too. You can send mail, use electronic money, and read textbooks. Yeah, you just described the smartphone, lady. But again, this was in the 2000s. Smartphones weren't a thing back then. This was sci-fi, now it's actually reality. Well, this was sci-fi back then, now it's real. Think about that, folks. Things we consider sci-fi now can be real in 10 to 20 years. The Navi program inside helps if you have a problem. Siri? Good. Mine's deactivated, so I was looking at it, I was like, you better not respond, you're supposed to be off. I turned that shit off immediately. You have one on your PET too. Wasn't it called Mega Man? Okay, she's just repeating herself. But what if I say no this time? Suit yourself. If I remember her character, she's a little full of herself. A class notebook. Handwriting this bad must be Dex's. Who's this Dex person? Why are we making fun of him? A cleanup schedule. I hope I don't get bathroom duty. There's nothing in here. Wait! There's weird bugs crawling out of the dirt. And I was like, for real? Oh my god. 2000s, man. Whoa, no way! Damn, the cringe from the 2000s is coming back strong right now. Lan's desk. The drawer is full of junk. Okay, so that's where Lan sits. Mail's desk. Wow, it's so clean and organized. I remember my desk in elementary school. It was not full of junk. It was actually pretty clean and organized. I've always liked it that way. These look like the 5th graders' desks. Okay, so Lan and his friends are all in 5th grade. We've established that. Somebody carved graffiti into this desk. I love Gutsman. There's a familiar name. These look like the 5th graders' desks. Generic answer. This desk seems a little big for little Yai. He's pretty small. These look like the 5th graders' desks. Meaning it doesn't belong to a main character, basically. It's one of these background NPCs with the simplified faces. You can tell an NPC is not important for the story when their face is that simple. Look at her. She looks like a fucking Mii. Like the Nintendo Miiverse. That was the thing during the Wii and Wii U days. Man, yesterday our home oven started spitting fire. This was the Game Boy Advance and GameCube era. God damn, feels old. Lan, you heard about the World 3's plan to control the net, yeah? Through an email, yeah? Talk about scary. I mean, what are we supposed to do? What are you gonna do? What if I say, huh? They say the World 3 is making a virus to control the net. Then they'll control everything. Schools, companies, the army. The army! Then everything would have to be the way they want it. That sounds like controlling, yes. That's the definition of conquering the world, yeah. No way, man. Not if I can help it. You gonna step up? Take them out? The 5th graders are studying ants for science class. That frog in the cage is looking at me. Gee, it's creepy. He's staring at me. I thought we were supposed to study him, not the other way around. Insert that frog meme with the weird eyes that Adult Swim used to do back in these days. Sometimes I wonder if the localization team for these games kind of got inspiration from stuff like that. maybe frogs are just weird like that and they'll just stare at you. They'll stare your ass down. Alright, so I think if you try to leave or talk to him, the story progresses. Lan, you can't leave now. Class is about to start. Okay, no, you have to talk to this last dude, which I think is the one that they've been making fun of. Dex. I've been waiting for you, Lan. I challenge you to a net battle. Your wimpy Mega Man against my Guts Man. I heard that. Net battling isn't allowed, you know. Ah, stuff it. You sure got a big mouth for such a shrimp. We're not bothering anyone, are we, Lan? Well, I guess. Shrimp? That's the way to talk to a lady. That took her a while to fucking register what he just called her. She's like,
You son of a...
oh man, class is starting. After class, Lan, be there. So what is this guy, like the school bully over here? What is this shit? Let's begin class, shall we? What do we got? First period is virus busting. Who's read net news? I did. It said World 3 net crime is on the rise. Very good. And extra marks for checking your net news. Dude, I could have said that. What the fuck? Of course, you should know too, Lan. Mega Man over here. It's important that we all know how to fight viruses. Ha! I'd like to see a World 3 virus take on me and Guts Man. Dex and his silly little Guts Man. What'd you say? Relax! Why would the World 3 bother with you anyway, Dex? Why you? Lan? Oh, you just provoked him, man. I got 100% aggro on him. Quiet in the class! Today we'll be using the common virus called a Met tool. Remember that their original name is Met-Tol, but because of the sound of, like, the Japanese accent, I think the localization team with the first Mega Man games ended up writing it as Met-Tar, with an R instead. But they're actually supposed to be called Met-Tols. And so in this case, I'm guessing that this tool she just described is related to the Met-Tols, called the Met-Tool. Jack in your PET so your NetNavi can access the net. Lan, she said to jack in. Press R. That was the button. Yeah. Now you can't move. If you try to move, he reminds you, Lan, jack in with R. We gotta do it. Oh look, a virtual classroom. It looks like everyone's Navi is online. Okay, I'm releasing the Met tool data now. Everyone ready? Okay, let's have a demonstration on how to delete viruses. When fighting, you must first send chip data to your Navi. You choose the chips to send in this window. Chip icons are shown at the bottom of the setup window. From here, you choose which chips you want to send to the Navi. Okay. This shows the chip data you have selected. It shows the attack rating. This is the virus's hit points, HP. It shows how tough this virus is. Right above their heads. You can normally only send one chip at a time, but you can send multiple copies of the same chip, such as 2 or 3 cannons. I forgot about that mechanic, yeah. This will let you use more weapons and fight much better. Okay, now we'll choose which chip data to send to the Navi. Select with beam, unfortunately. That's gonna fuck me up so bad. Press R to see an explanation of a chip. A nice big cannon. Great. Throw a bomb. Depth equals 3. That means it travels 3 panels forward. I think they explained this. Hits enemy and keeps going. Keeps going. It says 1 panel. Shot them. I think it hits the panel behind him from what I can see in the picture. Cross gun, 4 panel diagonal blast, like it shows in the picture. Alright. So for this tutorial, I better turn off the, this. Otherwise, we might kill the enemies too quickly and it'll, like, it might glitch out the tutorial. It probably doesn't, like, they probably tested it, but I'll just to be careful. There. Wait, did it? Okay, yeah, safe. Alright, so we'll choose a cannon and try to use A. He chose a cannon, I see. That means you can choose one more cannon. Okay, let's send this data to your Navi. She's okay. We've sent the data. Now it's time to fight the virus. Now I'll explain how to fight as we actually do so. You can move your Navi up, down, left, and right. You shoot with Y. It's weak, but fast. A normal Mega Buster, basically. Your HP are shown at the top left. If you go down to 0 HP, your Navi is deleted, so be careful. Above your Navi's head is the chip data you sent. You can only use it once, so be careful. Roger that. And that's the basic battle technique. Easy, right? Miss Marie, what do you do if you've used your chips and the virus still isn't dead? That's a good question. Everyone look here. Looks like my webcam's perfect. I'm not blocking anything important now. Good. This is your battle gauge. It slowly fills as you fight. When it's full, press L or R. You can then go to the battle setup screen and choose new chips to send. Okay, let's try it. Good luck. Get fucking wrecked. Good job! Let's go on to the next lesson. Okay, now I'll tell you about support chips. Not all chips are weapons. For example, a steel chip will increase the area that your Navi is able to move around in. Since you need to get close for a sword, this would be a wise strategy. Miss Marie, I thought that we can only choose chip copies. Another good question. Look here, please. Do you see the letter? That's this chip's code. You can choose a different type of chip if it has the same code type. I forgot about this extra mechanic too. Game has some depth to it. Please notice that Steel and Wide Sword have the same code. They're both S. So in this case, we can use them both at once. You can choose two chips at the same time though. They are shown here in the order that you chose them. This will help you plan your strategy. Okay, let's try that. Choose Steel and Wide Sword in order. Okay. Okay, next choose the Wide Sword. Okay, let's send this data to the Navi. She's okay. We've sent the data to the Navi. Time to try out our strategy. Okay, let's review that strategy. First, you'll use B to use Steel. Then the virus's area will shrink. Right? Oh, shrink towards the right is what you mean to say. And you will have more room to move around. You can only move on red-colored panels, so... And the enemy can only move on blue. Normal enemies. I'm just gonna say that now. Move into the area that you took and use the sword. This is a powerful strategy. However, be careful of the virus's attack when close. Good luck, everyone. That takes care of two of them. Okay, let's send some data to the Navi again. Try it yourself this time. AK just kill his ass. All three panels, so didn't have to stand directly in front of them. Good job! Let's go on to the next lesson. This is a pretty exciting 5th grade class, man. I would have paid more attention in school if it was like this. For our final lesson, we'll talk about chip adding. By using chip adding, you can increase the number of chips that you can use to make combinations for improved strategies. Look at the screen. See the add button at the bottom right? Yeah. If you select this button without choosing any chips, you will have to fight for one turn without chips. But on your next turn, you'll be able to select from 10. Do this twice and you'll have 15 chips to choose from. Why am I getting shafted? Oh, it's 5 new chips each time. I thought it was going to be like 30, but no, it's just 15, yeah. This should surely give you all the strategies you need. Okay, a pop quiz. For this test, you will need to use all the techniques I've just taught you and delete a virus. Good luck! Alright, let's start with this one. Plus 5 chips in one turn. Mega Man, I'm sending more chip data. Give me one turn. AK survive. until then. This is my max rate of fire. Like, no matter how fast you spam the button, this is fast you can shoot at the beginning. Escape. One more. I like that they use sound effects from Mega Man 8 for the buster shot effect. No wide swords, sadly. Alright, well, we're gonna use the Strat she taught us. Let's start with these. Any more A chips? I don't need to heal, otherwise I will take that from that one. Bunch of swords. Start with the cannons. Actually, no. I'm gonna slice these guys in half. Oh, there we go. Yeah, let's take the swords, actually. At least two of them. I can't reach the guy in the back, so... we'll leave the other two, because I can't use them. If you take chips with you, whether you use them or not, they're out for the rest of the battle. So only take what you need, basically. Don't, like, just grab all the chips you can just because you can, you know? Cool. Yeah, they forgot to mention this. And I didn't remember either, so that's kind of why I was testing it. You can add a bunch of chips like that, but then when you actually use chips, it resets back down to just 5 again. That's why I used the swords, because I knew that I wasn't going to have the option to use them again after that. Alright, we'll finish this guy off with a fucking cannon. Like how his fucking Mega Buster just turned into a giant cannon. Good job! That's all for today's class. After class. Sometime later, basically. Whew. Wow, today just flew by, huh? Let's go home. Okay. I could relate to this a lot when I was still in school at this time. Myself. You wish to hear about PET from Wa once more? No. You should really try listening the first time. I did, that's why I said no. What's the big deal? We've been friends since we were kids. Uh-oh, are they fighting? What's going on? Oops. Okay, yeah, whatever. You're always hanging out with Lan. How suspicious. Oh, I was supposed to talk to her first. And then she responds by saying, what's the big deal? We've been friends since we were kids. Well, she can tell you already have a crush on Lan, man. Girls always know. When you get a new battle chip, you can't use it right away. Select folder on your menu and put it in a chip folder. Better practice when you get home so you don't forget. Will do. Oh, our oven is fixed by now. It blows up again? What did I talk about on... That's what Mail was talking about, right? Lan, you and Mega Man are so good at virus busting. I gotta get me some more battle chips so I can get better. And then, we can take down the World 3 together. And be like...
Dylan! Son of a bitch.
Yeah. I'll be right there with you, buddy. It'll be like Top Buddy movie or something. Well, you got saved by the bell, but now it's time to fight. My Guts Man rocks! I got the latest version yesterday. Let's do it! You're on. That's the spirit. Don't be a crybaby if you lose, here? You're serious. You should take this battle seriously, by the way. Especially if you've only just done the tutorial battle. But at this point I should say, yes, this is this game's version of Gutsman, which was one of the very first bosses available in the very first Mega Man game. As those who've been following my Mega Man marathon up to this point will know, since that's how we started, in Mega Man 1. He does move around kind of erratically, so I might get a chance to slice him with this. We'll see. Sure, I'm feeling gutsy enough. I didn't mean to actually. This is just in case things start to go bad. Bring it on, asshole. Oh! Get fucking debated, asshole. And again! I'm trying to bait him again. Can he fall for it a third time? Hey, what the fuck are you doing with my floor panel? He's not falling for it. Come on. And they're gone. He really won't do it. He's not falling for it a third time, dude. His AI is getting good. Now you can't even hit me. Look at that. Look at that. You suck.
You suck!
Why did I find this challenging as a kid? Holy shit. Get fucking debated. Fucking flawless victory without even using Buster Max. I didn't even shoot him. Arrgh, you just got lucky. Today doesn't count, okay? Sure.
Son of a shit!
Get fucking wrecked, nerd. I'm hungry. Let's have a snack when we get home. Hey, you don't eat. Oh. Yeah. Why do he sound kind of sad? It's just like, oh. Yeah, you're right, I don't eat. I'm not human. Like, damn, Lan, you, could have been nicer about that. Okay, he's just saying the same shit. Alright, let's save. I think if you talk to Dex again, he just asks for a rematch. Oops. These controls are so weird. Back for more land? Nah. Figures you and Mega Man don't got the guts. Whatever. Okay, so we know this guy's desk is this one. Alright, I guess we're done here. Let's get the fuck out of here. Lan, you've got mail. Let's get home before it gets too late. Oh, I thought that was a quick way to check your mail, but you have to do this. Dad says power up. Lan, this is Dad. I've made a power-up program for Mega Man. A little big to send by mail, but don't worry, I'll bring it home soon. You and Mega Man make a great team. Keep it up, Dad. P.S. Don't forget that whenever you're in a pinch, you can press PET's L to talk to Mega Man. Okay. Miss Marie says class notes. I forgot to mention something in class today. Chips don't run out when you use them, so use what you need. Well, they run out for the remainder of the battle, but yeah, she's saying that they don't like permanently get deleted from your inventory. Also, press PET's R to call your NetNavi in the net. This useful trick is called jacking out. Sorry for forgetting and see you in class tomorrow. Marie. Okay, cool. Leftover tutorial stuff. We're getting close enough to the point where the game has introduced itself enough that I can explain a little bit more on what the fuck is actually happening, so it should be pretty obvious at this point. Pardon me, laddie. Could you please ask me where we are? Okay, where are we? This is AC/DC Town, Den City. See? I'm not senile yet. I like that Capcom keeps making Rock Band references at this point because Mega Man's name in Japan is still Rock Band. At the time of this game. Never did change. He's still known as Rock Band. There are a lot of places you can jack in. Maybe here? Jack in! Nope. What, you're supposed to yell it out to try? Aren't you supposed to pull, like, assumingly a little Ethernet cord out of your PET to try or something? Looks like a cool place to build a fort. Oh, that kid is... Wait, what? Almost makes you want to go for a slide, of course. That kid is hinting at the fact that there are actually hidden jack-in points. Like, they haven't fully explained this that thoroughly yet, but like, there's some objects you can actually... If you spam R to jack in, you can actually go into objects that you wouldn't think you can, because normally the game will tell you. When you examine an object like this, the game will say, it has a jack-in port, so you can actually hook up your PET and Mega Man will go in. But there are some hidden objects throughout the world that the game will not tell you can, but you can, so you should still try it. Like that. Holy shit, this kid has a huge forehead. Wonder where would be a good place to hide. We're playing hide and seek. Feels so nice to skip work and rest in the park. Hard to believe that the World 3 is plotting out there somewhere. Ready or not, here I come! Better hide, dude, he's coming. You can only keep 30 chips in your folder. The 5 chips that appear in the custom screen are random. The data library is a reference of all the chips you know. You can use it to review any chip you found so far. Imagine if the glamour system worked that way in FF14, right? You just had a library of equipment gear, the gear that you've encountered before, and then you could just glam from that, instead of actually having to own and keep the item and use up inventory space all the time. I'm organizing my chip folder. I wonder if it's better to use a lot of same-coded chips. I don't feel safe without some recovery chips, too. Okay. So you want to know about PETs, huh? Not again, no. Oh, so you're more interested in me, huh? Excuse me? I'm still only 8 years old. I skipped a grade. How old are you supposed to be in 5th grade? Actually... I'm supposed to be 10? I think I was like 13 or 14 by 9th grade, so... I guess, yeah, it would be around 10 years old. So she is kind of young to be in this grade. My family has some money and I know a lot about PETs. I'm not very good at gym class, though. I think that's a underhanded, short joke because of her stature. Yeah, it sure does have a big house. If this is it, then yeah. Holy shit. Well, she did say she comes from a family with a lot of money, so there it is. It's just like, you're interested in me? It's like, no, I'm not actually. I think Lan isn't interested in girls yet in that way. As seen by his complete obliviousness with mail. Yesterday my stove caught on fire. I thought the whole house was gonna burn down. It could just be dense. But yeah. Dude, what is with the ovens and stoves catching on fire? I came to play with Mail, but she's not home. It's so lucky to live next door to her. She has a pink house and Lan has a blue house. Yeah, I wonder who Mail's NetNavi is. We caught a glimpse in the classroom when we jacked in. No one is home. And the new Metro Line station is almost finished. The Metro Line? It's the subway for Den City. The entrance to what will be the new subway station. Ain't going yet. Looks like Dex still isn't home. Let's come back later. You can't get run over. Cars will always stop on time. Sometimes when you're not even in front of them. Oh, what do you say? Lan? Class is over. And you're still studying? Hey, I like to work hard, man. I'm a fucking bookworm or whatever. I'm a nerd. Nah, actually true. Let me jack into this bush. Okay. A security system designed to look like a doghouse. It will alert you of any intruders in the house. Looks like you can jack in here. See, the game just told us. Jack in! Mega Man EXE Execute, I think it said, but it was kind of fast. It auto-scrolls that, so... Plenty of opportunities to see it later, though. We'll be doing that a lot. I am a doghouse-type security system program. We found that just the presence of a doghouse reduces the chances of a burglary. I'm almost like the watchdog for this home. Access to mystery data. Got a chip for Shotgun K. Random encounters, no way to turn them off, sadly. That's a quality of life feature they should have added into the remaster. But at least we have, you know, Buster Max to make up for that. That's something. In fact, let me try it. How much damage do I do? Maybe I don't even have to use chips. At all. I think it's 100 points of damage, right? Looks like it could be. Oh, right! You get a score for battles! Which is just time. How fast you killed them is that's it. Busting level 9. 150 zenny. We got money. I think it also ranks you based on chips, but it doesn't tell you that. I don't know. There are many other objects that you can check into. Please try out any object that looks suspicious. You look suspicious. Except I think... I'm not gonna run away, I ain't no punk. I'm a shotgun their ass right now. Getting a good busting level, like a high grade for each battle, increases the chances that you'll get like a rare battle chip that'll help you. I think that's pretty much the only purpose behind that. Alright, we've seen all there is to see here. You don't have to go back to the entrance, I should have demonstrated, but you can actually just jack out at any time by pushing R. There's very few rare cases where you can't do that. Mom. And who's this asshole? Lan, welcome home. A man from Net Safety is checking our home control panel. You heard, right? About the ovens exploding? Yeah. That's the accident Mail was talking about this morning. Hello. Dude, he looks hella shady. We think a virus might be responsible for the accidents. We're checking every home's control panel just to be safe. I'm glad it didn't happen to us. Lan, go to your room so you won't get in the way. Let's get on the net. You're in the way. Why don't you go play in your room? I'll call you when I've made you a snack. I'm not in the fucking way. It's just on the control panel. Jesus. If we just do this and this... Hehe. Look at him. He sounds hella shady. Do you not hear him muttering to himself, Mom? This guy's an asshole. Let me punch him in the dick. It's clearly a fucking asshole. Lan's secret tools are hidden here? I think that's a plot element now that I'm kind of starting to recall. Let's go play on the net. Alright. Oh, there it is. Mega Man EXE Transmit is what it said. Alright. Play on the net. Can't I just hop on my PC and use it with the keyboard and mouse? No, that's too, I don't know what word I was looking for there, but yeah, we have to do it this way. We gotta put Mega Man in there with little... You gotta plug him into the USB port, you know? It's like hooking up your smartphone to the PC. This is the inside of your computer. From here you can access the net and other terminals. You can jack out at any time by pressing R. Are there any viruses in my own PC, or is it safe here? Nope. Man, you gotta clean out your porn, man. Look, we got viruses in the PC, man. You gotta, like, make sure to go to... Make sure not to go to the shitty, shady-ass websites, bro. I'll take this, but I'm probably just gonna fucking, you know... A lot faster. Wake 1. Oh yeah, sometimes the battle chip you get is based on the virus you killed. The virus I killed can transform into that and try to land on you, if I remember its attack correctly. I just didn't give it a chance. Hey man, you wanna jack out? No. I forgot it's L to see what he has to say for advice and stuff. Looks like we're still inside the PC. This is the net. Be careful of viruses. And when I go through here? Now what? Careful of viruses. Well, at this point we're on the internet. And you see that E in the background that is with the little orb spinning around it? That is slightly reminiscent of basically Internet Explorer. Or Microsoft Edge as it's called now, but it's still a fucking E logo with something swirling around it just like that. So I think at this point, you've caught on to what's happening. The whole premise of this game. But if not, I'll explain it in full now that we're an hour in. So, basically, in the 2000s, the internet was still very much a novelty. Sure, it was at that point finally starting to become mainstream, but it wasn't quite anywhere near as mainstream as it is now, today. and there was still quite a lot of people without internet, including myself. I didn't get my family didn't get a PC or internet access until 2005. We could have had it sooner and could have afforded it sooner, but my parents were like, what's the need for it? So they didn't want to waste money on something that was still just kind of a novelty thing and not really a necessity yet. And I just remember feeling a little envious of my neighbors who did have computers, who did have a computer and internet access back in those days. And there was also very few online games. There were some online games ever since the 90s. It was all on PC only. Consoles finally started to add online functionality with like the PS2 era, but it was very jank. Very, very jank. You had to buy like special adapters for them. It was still very rare to use the internet in general. So during this time period that the internet was very much a novelty, and this happened in the 80s as well with a movie called Tron. But media started coming out sort of fantasizing. By media, I mean like video games and movies. This would be an example of a video game that's doing this. Fantasizing about what the future of human society was going to be like as the internet started getting more and more popular and more widely accessible and used by more and more people, especially in the first world, of course. And so this game and its entire premise, you can think of as somebody's novel idea from back then of what the internet was one day going to become. And their idea of it was basically, when you think about it, it's kind of like a childlike fantasy, which is not me throwing shade. It's actually really cute to think about it this way, kind of. It's a very childlike sort of fantasy about the internet, and I say childlike because it kind of reminds me of how I used to view myself when I was a child. I used to think, and I'm not the only one who thought this, I actually met somebody else in elementary school who told me that they felt the same way before I said anything. But I used to think that there was basically little people inside of my body running all my organs. That my organs were being run like a factory or a warehouse, basically. And that there was just a bunch of little people running stuff in there. And like I said, I thought this, but I kept it to myself. But I met someone in elementary school, I met a friend who actually admitted to me that they thought the same thing. They described it exactly like that, and I was like, dude, me too! I used to think that as well. Like, I used to think there was little people running things inside of us. So like, you know, as a little kid, your imagination is just wild, right? Like, you just think of these things. And so that's how I feel like this came about, is somebody just thought, what if in the future the internet is accessed using these special net navigation programs that are not just standard like web browsers like Internet Explorer, but rather this AI software humanoid creature-like thing called a net navigator, that's Mega Man in this case, and we use them to traverse the internet. And when you run into viruses, you have to destroy them using your net navigator's combat abilities. And that's what we've been doing. We've been fighting viruses, right? You saw that. But also net navigators can fight each other for sport, kind of like how we fought Dex with his Gutsman, right? And so of course that brings me back to the, you know, this whole franchise is also basically a reboot, a hard reboot and recreation of the original Mega Man series. So we're going to see a lot of references to the original Mega Man and the Robot Masters from back then, but now they're all net navigators with their own human counterparts, kind of like Lan is the human counterpart to Mega Man. Also, you should think about his name. Lan. What does that stand for if you wrote it in all caps? Think about the internet and internet terminology, computer terminology. It's local area network. That is intentional, it's not a coincidence. And they will expand on this, by the way. But again, they won't just spell it out for you. You just kind of have to figure it out as we meet new characters and move through the story. But yeah, so that's the basic rundown. This is basically a early 2000s, I want to say. I gotta look up the actual release date. Let me check real quick. I'm not talking completely out of my ass here. Mega Man Battle Network release date. When did the first game come out? Oh, not the collection, stupid, the game. Okay, well, Mega Man Battle Network 2, excuse me, came out in 2001, so... Go to the Wikipedia and then see if I can find the entry for the first game through this. because I want to be exact, but I can already tell it's probably, you know. Yeah, the first game came out, the one that we're playing right now, in March 21st of 2001. Yeah. March 21st of 2001. So yeah, this is very much, like I was just saying, an early 2000s fantasy of what the internet was going to become in the future, basically. And you know, hey, they got some things right. You know, like we do actually have, they're not called PETs, but what we now call smartphones, you know, are very, very much reminiscent of PETs. But again, that isn't too far-fetched, but because even back then, in Japan at least, their phones were already kind of like smartphones now. Whereas cell phones here in America sucked ass. They were very basic. They had fucking Nokia phones. The Razr flip phone came out in the late 2000s, yada yada. But Japan already had phones that could do a lot of stuff, like read your email, you know, stuff like that. That was already a thing, but it was still new. It was still very, you know, novel to have a phone. That was still considered a somewhat fancy phone in the early 2000s, even in Japan. But it was quickly becoming a thing. Like, it was very, very much becoming mainstream. So based on that, they thought, you know, what if we take that one step further and we have these little net navigators like Mega Man? And that's how this whole concept came about. And that's, you know, this whole image of the future from way back then. Here we are 22 years later. And like I said, they actually nailed some things. Smartphones are PETs, but we don't have net navigators like Mega Man, and we don't traverse the internet. We don't explore the internet like this, which is honestly a good thing, because imagine how slow, like, you wouldn't be able to really actually get anything done. Like, this is a cute and novel idea for the internet, but imagine if exploring the internet was this slow. Like, I just left the PC. Where's the first website? Well, I have to go down these roads before I find one. Imagine if it took this long just to get to your home webpage, man. Like, you see what I'm saying? So, it's just a cute idea, but obviously it was never going to be a thing because it's actually very inefficient. But it's a cute and fun idea. Especially the part about, this is what captured the imaginations of kids like me, at least back then, was if you could actually fight viruses, like in little battles like I did just now. Like, that was actually a really fun idea back in the day. And it's, you know, still fun to go back and play these games, because the combat system is kind of cool. But it does get difficult fast, like any other Mega Man game. But yeah, so that's the premise of it. This whole thing that's pretty much it. It's just a very novel, fantastical, what if this is what the future of the internet's gonna be like? Well, made back in the 2000s, so this is like a time capsule, in a way. So now you know. So yeah, to make it clear, yeah, this whole franchise is not connected to, this is what I forgot to add. This is not connected to the other Mega Man games we played. That timeline finally ended with the Mega Man ZX series that we finished. This is a completely alternate universe / timeline, and this actually takes place in the same year as the original Mega Man. So it's like an alternate future where now, instead of, like they thought back in the 80s, robots were going to be all the rage in the 2000s. That didn't happen either. They thought that was going to be a thing. No. They're still barely in, like, very early stages robotics, from what we pictured that we were going to have, you know? So since that future didn't come to pass, at least not by the year 2000, now it's like, well, the internet is becoming a thing, so maybe that's the future, is the internet. And yeah, they nailed that at least, because yeah, that's, like, without internet, you can't do shit in modern day society now. Excuse me. So yeah, basically they rebooted the Mega Man series. So you can think of this as like a reboot of the Mega Man series, where instead of robots and robot masters, it's net navis and exploring the internet like this, as on foot with these little net navigators or whatever. So that's why we're gonna see references to the original Mega Man series, but now it's all in internet form instead. So yeah, this is a completely alternate universe, same time period, but parallel timeline where instead of robots, we got fancy internet. Oh, Mega Man. Who's this asshole? My name is Glide. I'm Lan's classmate Yai's NetNavi. Lan's classmate Yai's NetNavi. Okay, so the rich girl. One of Yai's programs has gotten lost. I'm pretty sure that it's somewhere in the net around here. I have some pressing chores to do and must return now. Mega Man, if you happen to find our program, could you please come by our network? Here, please take this. Mega Man got at Yai. What the hell is that? If you use that at the proper place on the net, you'll be able to access Yai's portrait network. I'll be there. Oh, and if you could keep this matter to yourself, thank you. Why's that? Thank you for helping me look for the lost program. Well, looks like we inadvertently already picked up the quest. Wanna go look for the lost program? Oh, there we go. Looks like this is part of MSQ. Alright. Let's go left first. What do we got? X1001S, okay, a battle tip. Cool. Alright, so from now on, I'm just gonna breeze through battles by just... I'll hit add instead of okay, but I'm just gonna blast everything. And keep the story moving, basically, because there's no way to turn off encounters. Viruses be everywhere, man. Yeah, so if you keep your eyes peeled, I mean, it's not too hard to spot it, honestly, but you'll notice a lot of concepts from real-life internet being used in a very funny and cute way, or just like kind of a novel way in this game as the story progresses. I don't want to spoil too much. There's things I want to say already, like, oh, this in real life would be this in this game, but it would be spoilers, so I won't say anything. But I'll explain it as they come up. Either way, I still think looking back, it's a pretty fun way of looking at the internet. But especially during its time. During this game's actual time period back then. Looks like a connection to another terminal. However, you don't know the address, so you can't open it. You can't just go invade somebody's computer without having like a... the address, I guess. That's what that @yai thing was, I think. What he didn't thoroughly explain is that it's an address type of code that lets you actually access somebody else's computer and connect to it. I was too lazy to move. I was like, I'll let them come to me. $200 zennies. Great. Well worth the trip. Okay. Imagine if you got money for destroying viruses. Well, if you got into the IT industry, you can. Imagine if working in IT was like this, though. Like playing a video game where you just killed viruses using Mega Man or something like him. How many more people would have taken IT up as a career if it was like this, you know? Like a fun video game where you just kill viruses like this. I was like, he's not gonna move. He can't move. It's a stationary cannon. The hell is this? W3 pin needed to unlock. All others? Be gone! Be gone, thought! The W3 pin, huh? Mega Man, let's deal with that later. No shit. From what we've heard so far in the story, it sounds like they're a bunch of terrorists, and they just have locked doors on the internet that announce their presence. They don't give a shit. I guess the cyber cops in this world are just as useless as the real life ones or something, I don't know. So they're not even afraid to just... These like this presumably terrorist group or whatever the World 3 isn't even afraid of publicly announcing their presence on the internet like that. This is a door that belongs to us. Fuck off. Looks like a connection to another terminal. Mega Man access @yai. Connects to the terminal. So now we've connected to Yai's PC. Mega Man bookmarked Yai's portrait. You can now freely enter here. Alright, well let's come back once we get the lost program or whatever. Now we know where to bring it. Is this the guy? I'm an M merchant. Want to see my wares? Sure, what do you got? What will you buy? He wrote you with the actual you. So this is primarily what money is for, is to buy battle chips. Obviously I'm not going to buy anything. I don't need them. Thank you. Use the menu to equip power-ups and armor. Oh shit, that's right! Lan's dad gave him a power-up for Mega Man, right? This is my status. Was I supposed to pick it up somewhere? Or did he say he'd give it to me when he got home or something? shit. It's already been loaded. I don't know if it means like if I use it, I can just download it again and use it again, or if it's just like once per save file and it doesn't let you download it again. And then, you know, if you use the chip, you can never use it again. I'm not really sure. I should look it up, but I mean I can. I've beaten the first 4 games. It's not like I'm gonna run into spoilers or anything. I only haven't completed 5 and 6, I think. I may have actually completed 5. I know I played it. I don't remember how far I got. Fuck out of here, man. We got places to be. Find my way home! Clyde, come find me! Wah! Wah! I think we found him. Man, this must be the lost program. You're right. Megman, go tell Clyde. He's in Yai's portrait network, right? Okay. Okay, he's saying the same thing. Hold on, I want to see what's over here. Looks like a connection to another terminal. Don't know the address. I won't even tell you whose it is. I don't do spoilers. Shit. Yeah, so I just like how Capcom went from the future is robotics. That future didn't happen, so now they're like, well, I guess the future, which is now the present, the 2000s. I'm talking about 80s Capcom. The 80s Capcom went from thinking that robots were gonna be the thing in 2000s, and then since that didn't happen, they're like, well, I guess the internet's a thing, so let's make Mega Man about the internet now instead of robots. It says Dex's PC. Get out. This means you. You don't have access rights. Looks like we'll have to get permission from Dex before we can go through. What a punk. I can already guess what he's gonna ask in return if we do ask for permission. He's gonna want to try to fight us again. He's not gonna let us through until we beat him with some bullshit like that. He obviously has a huge fucking ego on him. Stop, homie. Wait, was Yai's portrait down this way? Let me check. Yes, it was. Nailed it. There's Glide. Ah, you found our program. Where is it? Okay, got it. Thank you. Please take this as a reward. Spreader eye. Hey, cool. Man, let's go see if Mom finished making us a snack. Us? You don't eat, fool. Thank you again. I'll go collect the program in a bit. Alright. Oh, let me check out the rest of Yai's computer. Oh, Jesus. Well, there are items. I just saw one. But this layout is obnoxious. That's a lot of viruses. On the draw for them though. Recovery 30L. I think the difference between items is the blue ones are set and the green ones are RNG. They're randomized to within a certain pool of possibilities. You're not gonna get like the game's strongest battle chip like total accident from a green little item at the beginning of the game. That's not gonna happen. It's randomized within a certain pool based on like where you found the item. You know. The game's obviously set up to not let you become OP too early. Though I'm sure experienced players of these games have probably figured out how to do that. How to break the game early. I never did. Thought of me and my brother was more of a fanatic of this series than me. I didn't really enjoy the combat as much. I think it's really cool, but it just wasn't my thing personally, and it still really isn't. I still kind of prefer the OG Mega Man style. You know, basically all the games we played before this. That kind of play style is still more my thing. Even though this isn't turn-based and it's still very much like an action RPG with the combat, the random encounters, I never liked that as a kid. I still kind of don't. I'm glad the battles start quick, but it's just obnoxious when you're trying to like... That's why I lost my taste for Pokemon pretty quick too, even as a kid. I really did lose my... Like, I think I only played Pokemon... I got Red, my brother got Blue. And then I played Gold, and that was it. After I completed Gold, I never touched another Pokemon game again. Like, actually. And... I ended up liking Kingdom Hearts more than Final Fantasy when I played that first game, which was also early 2000s. I think Kingdom Hearts was 2002 or something like that? Maybe 2004, can't remember. Because I realized the potential of how fun an action RPG can be, as opposed to turn-based, and I was just like, fuck turn-based, I'm never going back to that. And Final Fantasy stayed pretty much not turn-based, but that sort of active time battle pseudo turn-based system style of play stayed in the mainline Final Fantasy franchise until Final Fantasy 15, well 14 and 15 honestly. So that was a very long time where I just didn't play any mainline FF games, or I played spin-offs that were action RPGs like Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles, which I have. I have the remaster of that too. I'm glad they added online functionality for it too and all that, but that game did not age well. I tried playing it and I was like, this fucking sucks. I'd rather play FF14. I was like, I don't even want to do one playthrough for nostalgia's sake of Crystal Chronicles. It is just... It did not age well, man. I'd rather play this. That's saying a lot. But maybe as a meme, I'll play it on stream one day. Crystal Chronicles. Anyway, yeah, the point is I like action RPGs more than turn-based RPGs now, and that change happened with the first Kingdom Hearts game. I'd obviously played an action RPG before that, I think, but it's just not one that was with such a good combat system as Kingdom Hearts. Especially Kingdom Hearts 2. A lot of hardcore fans will talk about that one as being the golden age and the one with the best combat. But anyway, so this... You can't use it because this is to literally jack out from Yai's PC. But we're not at her house. We're jacked in from Lan's PC at his house, so... But luckily, you can jack out anywhere, regardless, no matter where you're standing, by just pushing R. Mega Man, you wanna jack out? Yeah, let's get the fuck out of here. I'm hungry. Let's go get some food. Okay, roger. Alright. I wonder if Mom made our snack. Let's go find out. Eek! Ah! That's your mom! What could be wrong? Let's go! We got panic music. What the fuck? Lan! I was trying to make hotcakes and look! What should we do? Huh? But it was just repaired! But it was never broken either, was it? The repairman said it was fixed, but it's on fire! Mega Man, let's check in. How the fuck are you gonna get close enough? It's on fire, dude. Maybe it's a bug or a virus or something. Leave it to me. What'll I do if I burn down the house? If I burn the house down? You mean that add-on / plugin for FF14? Honey, I'm so sorry. Relax, Mom. It wasn't your fault. Oh shit! It actually worked from way over here. Dude, how do they jack in exactly? Is it just a really long cord, or is it like remotely? Mega Man? Yeah, the oven program's here, but something's wrong. Be careful. If a virus comes out, I'll send chip data. Roger that. I actually meant to push L. I didn't mean to jack in yet. But, well, here we are. The virus that's causing all this should be close. Mega Man, go look for it. Help us! The oven has been taken over by a virus! Who are we? We're the oven control programs. No, we're not viruses. It's just like the program that's controlling the viruses is somewhere in the oven control area. It's creating the fire. If you delete them, it should stop the fire. The oven control area is somewhere deep inside. That freaking place was on fire? You can't see the viruses. They just suddenly attack. Be careful. Roger that. I already found that out on the internet, so. Because of the heat, the oven network is broken up. You can maybe put it out if you get the ice block from the thawing section of the network. Which is where? How the fuck do I get to the... Oh, okay. See, the weird perspective made me think these pipes were below us somewhere. I didn't think they were directly connected to the platform I was on. Oh! I hate that it skips through dialogue if you're still holding the run button. He said, uh-oh, something, then the data signature is the World 3s for sure. And it's tough. It's just like Mail was saying. Let's go, Mega Man. Battle routine set. Execute. He ran into a virus and he realized that it had the World 3 signature on it. What a shock. Fuck out of here. I like that the floor panels, I always enjoyed this detail. The floor panels always match the area that you're in. It's not always the same generic floor panel. It's really cool. I gotta be able to let go of the run button on a moment's notice so I don't skip dialogue. Shit. This is the center of the oven network. We're being deleted. There was money in here too for some reason. We have almost no antivirus features. We're hoping that you can delete the viruses. I am your antivirus fool. Shit, this place is a labyrinth. And you gotta get used to that because that is most dungeons. It's a JRPG. Most dungeons are actually not on the internet. Or rather, not the World Wide Web. They're actually closed environments like this oven. See, this brings me to something that I forgot to mention when I was explaining the whole internet novelty thing being the concept of this game. This was part of that. Part of them fantasizing about the future of the internet was them thinking, what if everything, including household appliances, become connected to the internet one day? And here we are. Like back then, we used to make jokes about that shit when playing this game. We were like, oh my god, like what if your refrigerator one day can connect to the internet? Your oven, like this is literally a fucking, you know, we're inside of an oven's fucking network. And I can like, I never would have imagined that would actually become real one day. Back when I played this game, 2001. And I can tell you now, I have an oven and a refrigerator with internet access. Can literally do this now. So it's like sci-fi became real from 20 years ago. Hey, it happens, folks. Don't discount things you see in sci-fi. They could actually become real one day. You never know. It's too bad I can't hook up my smartphone to my refrigerator and like I can, but I mean through Wi-Fi on my router. But I can't, you know, like jack in and destroy viruses or something for fun with a NetNav either. That didn't happen. Badge. There's no response. The program is no longer functioning. He's dead! They killed Kenny! God, that is an outdated joke. My mind is going back to the 2000s, folks. South Park was a big thing back then. Even though I didn't even fucking watch it. Nobody would shut up about it, so I know the memes. Yeah, I never liked South Park, so I never watched it. I know it's still running today, I think, but yeah. It was never my thing. This is the thawing section. If you use this ice block, you can extinguish 7 fires. Please try to get into the oven control area. Then, please delete the master virus to fix the oven. ice block program. It's like a digital internet fire extinguisher. Great. Examine a fire to use the ice block. If you use up the ice block, please come back for another. However, it will take time to recompile so that the fires that you extinguish will return. Good luck. So it's a puzzle, basically. You have 7 fires you can put out only. If you put out all 7 fires and you didn't reach your destination, gotta come back here and reset the whole thing. And try again until you delete the exact right combination of fires to reach the goal, where the master virus is. You're gonna be hearing that a lot, by the way. Whoa, what the fuck? Mega Man! He just got fucking nuked! Eek! Mega Man, what's wrong? Mega Man? No response. Who's there? Don't bother calling your Navi. He just went boom! You're the panel repairman! Ha! That was just a disguise. I work for the World 3, silly kid. So all the other oven explosions... You're pretty smart. Me and my Navi do good work, huh? Sorry, but you gotta join your Navi. You can't escape. He's gonna blow up the house or what? Lion? Where's Mega Man? You can't contact him? Mega Man isn't responding. Nope. We have to put out those flames! What can we use? I know! Quick! The toolbox upstairs! This son of a bitch just blew up Mega Man. Oh, right, not here. Here it is! Lan got water gun. Okay, let's go! A water gun. Yeah, that figures. Why would he have an actual fire extinguisher? He's just a kid. He's in 5th grade. He'd be like Shinra from FF10 too. I'm just a kid. Thank heavens! The fire's gotten a little better now. Mega Man? Answer me, Mega Man! Mega Man!
Dylan!
No, Mega Man! Answer me! Man? You okay? Yeah, I'm alright. Thanks, Lan. I got a lot on my hands here. Hurry up, Mega Man! Roger. So what did Lan use? A super soaker? Had one of those on hand, huh? Filled with water and everything. There's no response. The program's no longer functioning. I think we've been through here. Yeah. We came from there. We went around from that fire, right? I think GameFAQs actually has maps for all these dungeons. Probably have to access that to save time later. For next stream, because this one's almost over. Left of the ice block. This teleporter will take you to the oven control area. Be careful. I got this, buddy. Don't worry. You stay put. Nothing here. Shit. Go this way. Jackpot. Now which way? Field of view is too limited, so you kind of just have to guess. That's the point, isn't it? Fuck out of here. So... Oh, okay, yeah. It's like, did he ever? No, he didn't send it by mail. I keep forgetting I'm like... Was there a power program I was supposed to apply now? The power-ups only apply to the Mega Buster, by the way. So when you look at Mega Man's stats, like attack, rapid, and charge, it's just his Mega Buster. It doesn't help him use chips better, and it doesn't make the chips do any more damage. It's just for the Mega Buster. I'm gonna guess it's this way. Sure, I might not 100% the game and get all the items, but... that's not really my goal. Lil Bomb T. My goal is just to get to the story. Shit, do I have enough extinguishing? 2 uses. Hope this does it. Ahead is the oven control section. We did it. First try. Let's go. Okay. Someone is at the Master Virus. Someone is at the Master Virus with their Navi. It's far stronger than a normal virus. Be careful. He's like... Something like that. Oh no, he's...
I got poison!
There we go. Who the fuck are you? And who are you? I'm the one that I just asked you that, asshole. You're a World 3 net Navi, aren't you? Your mischief ends here. So you're the Navi for this house. You think your kid operator can beat me and Mr. Match? Guess we'll just have to fight you and find out. Lan, get our chips ready. Mega Man ain't backing down, and neither is Lan. Okay. You made it this far, but now it's war. Like Fireman says, we're strong, kiddo. Fireman, let's burn. Woo! Mega Man, these guys mean business. Give it your best. You too, Lan. No getting scared, okay? Ooh, me? No way. Battle program set. Execute. 300 health points. It is 100 points of damage, okay. His attack is to just shoot fire out of his hands. Surprise, surprise. It goes in a row in front of him. 3 panels all the way, I believe. And he sustains it for like a little bit, so you can't get in front of him or else he'll get burned. I think he had one other attack besides that, but you know, not a big deal. No. He's like, what? How can a kid in his puny Navi delete Fireman? It's called Buster Max mode. At least I finished my mission. Like, he's not much more difficult or flashy than Gutsman. Early game bosses are not that bad compared to late game bosses. Like, this game gets crazy. The early game is always deceptively easy. Like, you didn't miss much, me killing him that quickly. Bosses in later parts of the game are really fast and strong and can just kill you very quickly, just like in the OG Mega Man series. What do you mean? Ha! This is just the first step in the World 3's plan. Ha! That's right. I found the program we need for our plan inside the oven in your house. I probably shouldn't have told you that. But who cares? Soon war will start and you'll all be dead. See ya!
Shit!
Wait! Program? War? What's he talking about? Phooey! I think that's what he means to say, but... Well, I'm glad the house didn't catch fire. Thank you, Len. I mean, it kind of did, a little bit. But we got it under control, thankfully. Hey, Len, great work back there. Yeah, you too, Mega Man. You're worried, aren't you? About the World 3. Yeah. There's just so much I don't understand. Well, it was only the first time we fought them. But they'll never control the net. Not if I can help it. Oh great, now Mega Man sounds like that dorky kid in school. Getting a hero complex already. Defeats one of their Navis and he's already like, we got this. But Mega Man, what can we do? Thank you. Lan is actually level-headed. You're a 5th grade kid. How are you gonna take on a bunch of cyber terrorists on your own? We don't even know where they will strike next. But remember folks, this is the world of Japanese anime. It's usually kids around this age that end up saving the whole world from some huge threat, so stranger things have happened. We'll wait and get them when they come. Come on, Lan. Okay, but first... Mom? I'm hungry. Can I have a snack? You're hungry at a time like this?
Son of a...
Aw, come on, just a little bite. Did they mean to write that like that? Is that an intentional typo? A little bite? Like, data bite? B-Y-T-E? Is there anything else? If you're tired, we can hit the sack. What do you say? I want to eat first. Your snack? It's there in the oven. They were turning out so well, and now they're all burnt. I've gotten tired from all this excitement. Why don't you go out and play? Come back and rest later on. I'm just gonna go to sleep now, actually. You don't think it will catch fire again. But you can still jack in if you want to look for more treasure. I don't know if the fires are still there. Let me see. No, I think you got a straight... Yeah, it's all clear now, so you got a straight shot to explore and pick up any items you missed. Yeah, you don't need the ice block program anymore. Viruses, though, they're everywhere. There's no escaping that. So there's a central control for the oven or whatever. We didn't miss anything. I guess I'll do a once over on this side. I'm pretty sure I checked all this actually, yeah. Fuck it. I don't want to get into another fight. What happens if we go outside though? Nothing new, I guess. When the oven burned, I tried to delete the virus. But I messed up! My Navi got wiped and the kitchen burned up! What? You were able to delete the virus? Wow! Yeah, I'm a competent actual net battler, unlike you. I know it's kind of fucked up to say that when I fucking use the, you know, the overclocked Buster Max mode or whatever to just delete that guy, but I proved my worth already with Gutsman, right? Flawless victory without Buster Max, just using the chips. I haven't played this game in ages, that's saying something, I hope. The TV is too old to have a jack-in port. Right. The panel controls all the electric items in the house. It's an Alexa? Don't worry, I don't have an Alexa, so... Siri? Better be off. Why can't you jack into the panel? Whatever. Alright, fuck. Let's go to bed. One hell of an eventful day after school, too. Jesus. Lots of things that Lan never uses but can't throw away. Ain't that the truth? This game drops some truth bombs sometimes like that. Like where you're just like, damn, that feels too real, man. The game makes you feel self-aware and self-conscious about certain things because you're like, shit. I was like, me, dude, I got a bunch of shit in my room I never fucking use. Just haven't been able to throw away. Man, Lan's gonna be on an episode of Hoarders. Turn in for the day? Yeah. Save the day's events in your PT? Yeah, I haven't saved it in a while, actually. Thanks. Okay. Saved. See, these little net navigators are like personal assistants. Like Siri and Alexa. Except, you know, you can't use Siri and Alexa to fucking fight off viruses, though. But see how a lot of concepts from this game actually did come true in their own way in real life? This game is such a time capsule. I love it. for the internet. Good night, Lamb. Several days after the strange oven explosions. ACDC Elementary, Den City. This is the place. I had to do it with my face. Can't voice act a grin. Man, how come nobody woke me up? I did a few times. You didn't get up, Lan. What time is it? You got 5 minutes. What about everyone else? Huh? They're already at school. Dude! Or I think he just said duh. Looks like everyone is already in the classroom. Mega Man, any new mail? Man, did you hear what I just said? You better get to class quick. Jeez, you have 2 new messages. The first is net news. Student net crime is on the rise. The other one's from Miss Yai. I called your name for you in the homeroom, so you owe me one. Is she able to impersonate Lan's voice? That Yai. Urgh. Well, no point hurrying, I guess. Why do I even bother? This happens after every cutscene is over. If you got mail during the cutscene, they'll just say, Lan, check your mail again. They'll remind you. Anyway, sorry for hitting my mic like that. But I meant to just stop after we saved. I didn't think it would just launch us right into the next chapter that quickly, but hey, kind of cool. The game just keeps moving fast, right? It keeps a good pace, I think. As long as you don't get lost or stuck in a dungeon or some puzzle. Because the game does get, like, more sophisticated puzzles later on. Whew. But, yeah, it's been 2 hours almost exactly. So, I will leave it here, and we will start from this save point. We got at least a little bit of a cliffhanger slash preview into what's gonna happen in the next chapter, right? That dude who showed up at the school and made that evil grin. He's like, this is the place. So yeah, that's it for today. That's it for Mega Man Battle Network. This has been the first episode. So I think I will go back to the title screen. Oh god, but we have to deal with
Phew,
this
you
idiot.
must be tired. Why don't you take a quick break?
Is there no way to turn this idiot off? Oh wait, I think maybe that's what silent mode does. It shuts him up. Yeah, now he won't talk, I think. I'll test that theory as I do my outro. Alright, I know. Y'all are probably thinking, how do I shut you up? Well, there's a little mute button on the bottom left. That's how you shut me up, so... Or, you know, you can just close the stream or whatever. But anyway, that's it for me for now. This has been Mega Man Battle Network. I will allow you to have an awkward staring contest with this Mega Man that is very cringe compared to the actual... Not that the normal Mega Man isn't a little cringe at times too. You'll see that in the story, but this guy takes the cake 100%. And his voice actor does not sound like what I expect this Mega Man to sound like. He sounds like a total fucking tool. But, like I said, I'm out for now. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you all for the support across Twitch and YouTube, wherever you choose to watch. I appreciate it very much. And until next time, I hope you all have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, and good night. And now, here's this Mega Man for you to have a staring contest with. Bye, have a great time.
Every time I jack out, I think about how relaxing it is to be inside the pad.
Cannot believe what that fucking sounded like. Holy shit. Oh my god, I can't believe they gave him a line like that. What the fuck?